Morning everyone on my YouTube channel. Welcome my fan. I really respect you guys for what you're doing, watching my videos and giving me motivation and morale to push harder so that I can actually give you something that will be a gem to you and you will actually like it. And when you smile in front of your vibrant community on this platform, actually you really show what you call gratitude and love. This is something that is a rare gem to find. When you sit in front and people watch you and they like your video, they comment below, they show you much love simply because you are trying to give them something that is an insight into, their expectation. It's beautiful, to come on board and try to make some sense here. Mm, Today is all about business insight and real estate market, and the reason why it is fluctuating and going down spiral is one thing: corporations, they create jobs, and middle class AI's corporation interest, and when they downsize or there's a great reset, definitely the hardest hit is the middle class because they're the one that are fueling the labor capital markets in corporate environment. This is not something that is analyzed easily. It is effective, and data originates from the even banking systems and the customer consumer digital market behavior. This is, the norms by these entities, and I want to look at reason why this down spiral. For instance, like where I am, it's a mining area, and the property market is fluctuating. I was trying to talk to one of the local real estate agents, and she told me the reason why you see this fluctuation in the market is due to the resizing of the corporations, working force in mining field. You can go and find a mining company employ more than 40,000 people in different shafts and different aspects of its dynamics. And you might find that they have completely downsized to less working force. What does that mean? Less work, less production, on strategic goals measured for the profiteering. And this affects the working people, and they also retreat in spending and looking for futuristic, prospects of achieving, and the graph doesn't look very well because of demographic, you know, imbalances. I went to one of the local estate around, and I could see the way market is. I have to say I live in Caucasian neighborhood, and the reason why I do that is simply because I really want to elevate my status, because I want to actually entrench myself into corporates that will, appreciate and give me my standards. This environment of real estate, it is fluctuating, and many people are opting to either go back to the continent or prefer to go to Far East Asia. In Europe right now, it's very difficult to find someone applying for mortgage, and the returns, takes years of decades of work, working very hard, unlike in the continent. These are two different scenarios, and when you mortgage, you know, you entitle yourself to commitment of maybe 10 to 30 years, and in case you pass on before you complete the payment of the mortgage, the life cover policy is taking over the remaining balance. If that's not case, then they auction, or they cancel the contract and legal fees upon your policy. Wow. Can we now prefer to go to the drive point? I already got a database from one of the real estate agents, and in an estate with more than a thousand and hundred households, 700 are on auction. I was wondering why they are on auction, and he did not explain to me exactly why the houses are on auction, but he stated clearly default. People are defaulting in repayments of these mortgages. Do you want to find yourself in the same situation? I happened to interview one of the homestead owner, and his argument was not pleasant because he was sinking into depression in the first place, because what he worked for many years now is now being taken away just like that by the institutions, and he doesn't have much to say because he doesn't even can't even afford legal fees. This is a scenario that is affecting many people in Western world where mortgage is very effective, unlike in the continent, that is Africa, where it's precisely picking up the momentum of the Western corporation identity stereotype. But the depression this man was going through was a reality check on the reason why we should have, empowerment catalog that is going to catalyst the way the outcome is going to be expected, because banks, they don't care. The company that is working and you're working for is not even there. The moment they pin you down for retrenchment and you be given that golden handshake, that is the end. It's you to strategize how you gonna repay your loans and where much money gonna go, and then thereafter you think what to do. They know this is in the policy you signed for. And when you worked for all those years and then you lose your home in your 60s, in your 50s, because most of these homes, if it's a mortgage, the final payment on this mortgage must be when you're in your 60s or when you're in your late 50s. I pause my agenda there, and I expect you to explain to me your experiences and comment below about this mortgage scenario that is making so many people to retreat from, because even if you go to the bank manager now, they can clearly state to you people are not even applying for the mortgage. It's becoming an opted section in terms of and conditions of policy implementation, and many are preferring now to you go to a underdeveloped area and you opt to purchase a piece of land there, and you intend to develop it slowly with your own gradual financial muscle, whereby you put 2 trucks of stones, 2 tippers of sand, gradually. That home you will not be forced to sell it. It is a home that is going to be your home for the rest of the century. Unlike the situation whereby you are being forced to go through hard labor and pile of paperwork to prove certification with mortgage companies, and then all of a sudden you lose it because you don't have options. These loans in mortgages are taking people into poverty and pushing many out of the corporations, and everyone now wants to do it in a formal way. How many of you have successfully managed to pay their mortgage loans? If you know you have done so successfully, I would like you to comment below, because many are stuck. And that is one of the main reasons why the market is on down spiral. Not many can accept these, especially those who are almost to complete the payment of their mortgage. And the attorneys are very wise. The moment you're almost to accomplish payments, before maybe 1 year or 2 or maybe 6 months before you finish paying for your mortgage, they bring what you call matter arising. The large rates, bonds, interest, and so many hidden interests there comes up. So you will see they'll push you to another 1 or 2 years more profiteering from you, because they are trying to adjust on inflation and markets and supply demand. How many of you actually really comprehend what I'm trying to put across here? Because it's affecting majority, and not many are aware of these policies, and don't just get blinded to that. This made me to pause and actually rethink the refashioning of living in a good neighborhood. Planning can be done by the Urban Planning Council, but I'm the one who's going to pay the tax for the designers. And the standards they set, bin correction, electricity supply, water maintenance, and infrastructure, collegeways, amenities, and all these things, it's going to be under my tax pay. So I feel the pain. I don't know whether you feel the pain. Marketing real estate is in down spiral, and I was not expecting this, especially in my country of origin. Have good times, guys. I love you all.